Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Gizmo Guru. Today, we'll be taking a look at this really inexpensive tire inflator, and I'll go into why this thing is such a good deal and why you might want to consider picking one of these up. So, without further ado, let's review. And like always, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep bringing you amazing content. And also, there will be a link in the description where you can purchase this product for the really low price of $13.99. Alright, so this is a tire inflator I found on Amazon. I was surfing one night and I've been kind of in the market for one of these for a while because I do have a tire inflator, but it's a little clunky and this literally will fit in a door. So perfect. And this thing's pretty neat. You know, it's not, I mean, this is in my hand. It's not massive, so very easy. And it has this little detachable cord that is also heat resistant, which is nice because when you inflate, things do get a little bit hot. So that's really nice to see. But yeah, as far as some of the specs on it, so it is 150 PSI max. Really cool there. And it does have auto shut off. So once it reaches the desired PSI, it will shut off. So it won't keep inflating. And that's actually the main reason I wanted this, is because my other inflator, you literally have to keep your finger on the button all the way to inflate it. And that gets a little old after a while. So really nice feature there. And a couple of things I thought I would mention too is, so it doesn't just inflate car tires. You've got this for like a basketball. You've got this right here for inflating like a raft or inner tube. And then I haven't really figured out what this is. The directions really don't say what that little piece is for. I did try screwing it into the end of here, but I couldn't quite figure out what that was for. So, but the other two pieces also very important. And then this piece that comes with it, this goes right into your valve stem, so you can start filling your tire up. So super nice there. But let's turn this guy on, and I'll show you a couple really neat things about this. So here it says it's on. Now, you have a couple buttons here. So you have your power button, so you hold that for a few seconds to turn it on or off. And then you've got a mode button, and I'll kind of go through the modes it has. So this first one is for your car. This one's for like a motorcycle, bike, tire, you know, could be for an e-bike. I guess there's a bike one as well. And then you also got a basketball. Now, this one I'm assuming is to take the place of blowing something up, so like a inner tube, that kind of thing, but really neat. And then also, here's something that I didn't expect. This is actually a flashlight as well. So pretty nice. I was very surprised when I saw that. I was already impressed with the price, but it's a pretty bright flashlight, and it has a couple of modes. It also has like a little, I guess, warning if you're on the side of the road. Pretty nice to have. And that turns off. Now, you do have a USB-C charging port to charge this with, and they do include a cable, but I would highly recommend not using this to charge this. If you use a USB-A to charge this, it will take forever. So that's just my personal recommendation. And then you've also got a USB-A as well. Now, this can act as a power bank, so I would only use it in emergencies. I didn't find the USB port on here had a good output. I plugged my Samsung phone in and it said it was like 4.5 hours to charge. So it is an added bonus to have it, but I wouldn't rely off of it to do that. But basically, to turn it on, let's put it in the mode of this one right here. So what you do is, so the way this works, so here's the PSI that you desire to go to. So let's go to 40 PSI, and then you just simply hit the button. Oh, that's loud. And then once this reaches this number, it will shut off. So really nice feature there. But I've tested this out a little bit, and it works extremely well. I've been very happy with this, and really for the price, there are cheaper ones out there, but I just think for this price, you can't go wrong with this, and it's a really neat item. This is such a nice thing too, because how many times have you gone to a gas station hoping they have air, only to find out their machine's broken, which is a lot of the time. Then you go to another gas station or someplace that has air, their thing is broken. And so that's why I really just harp on why it's so important to have one of these, because now you don't have to rely off of that. You have your own thing you can fill your car tire with, and you don't have to rely off of a gas station that may or may not work. And for this price, you might as well. And hey, if you have 2 cars, get one for each car. They're that valuable to have. This is one of those things where if you have like an emergency where you, or let's say you're putting a spare tire on and the tire is not aired up all the way, this is a great little thing to have. You know, and especially with summer coming up and having inflate tubes and stuff like that, or like floating a river, this is another great thing to have because it's battery powered, it's self-contained, and it's just a really nice item. So I've been happy so far, and I really hope that helps. And please put in the comments, what are your opinions on these things? Do you like these? Is there one that you really like? Let me know.